Springfield Armory XDS OSP in a 45. Nice bag comes with it. Magazine, plate, your lock. They give you an extra base plate so you can change this out if you want it to be flatter right here. I'm going to keep the pinky rest on. I'm not going to use that. I do like the bag Springfield sends these in. Here's our firearm. Clear XDS. So this is the single stack, going to be a little narrower. And this one holds 6 in this mag, 5 in this one. 1 in the chamber means 7 in the gun, 6 in the gun with this one. And backstrap safety, trigger safety on it. Your magazine releases on both sides. And you've got a plate on top here so you can pull it off. Check out the rear sights. Look what they've done with these rear sights here. I do like how they're straight up. They're not rough or anything, but if you had to like hook this on a table, if you were injured, had to hook this on a table or on the heel of your shoe to actually charge it up, it gives you something good to grip right here. So what I want to do is put the optic on here, and I went with the Riton Optic. The only thing I don't like about the Riton Optic is the battery goes in the bottom of it here. But what I wanted to do was just install it right here on the camera in front of everybody. Just see what you get when you go to put this on. So it is cut for an RMSR. So that is going to be your Romeo Zero, your small Hollison K, your Riton optics. These little mini optics will fit on here. You can get plates and put regular size on if you want, but the smaller ones are going to go on better. So here we go. We pop these off, and the plate, plastic, just like everybody else's today that's coming. Now, look at the grease on it. We don't want grease here. We don't want grease in these holes. Now, the screws from Riton, and most companies are doing this today, there's already Loctite on the screw, so you don't have to add Loctite to it. And the dry Loctite, you don't have to wait 24 hours for it to dry. You just put it on and go shoot it, but we need to clean this off. You want to remove your oil from here. We're going to get a Q-tip, and we're going to get some brake cleaner on that Q-tip, and we're going to clean these screw holes out to make sure there's no grease down in there, okay? Okay, so the front ones hold this on, so the back ones is where I want to be. We just want to get in there good with our Q-tip, spin it around, clean that thing out. Make sure there's no dirt or anything down in there. And now let's clean that off. Take a dry Q-tip, see if we can get in there. That's what we're looking for. Nice and clean. What I'm using here is just a little bit of brake cleaner that I sprayed on there to get in there to make sure we get any oil or grease out. And I'm going to let this sit for 5 minutes before we actually install this. So we'll be right back. Be sure and label everything, all your parts you take off of firearms. Is going to make your life easier in the future. We should be dry inside of here now. So let's do our install. Basically, we want to put the battery in first, right? Since the battery goes in the bottom. So the battery must go in with the plus side facing out when you install this battery. Put it in, you can see the plus side, so the plus side goes down against your firearm. And there we go. The optic is on. Now, Riton makes a really good product. The only thing I don't like about this, there's no on and off switch, so it stays on all the time, which is fine with me. I don't usually turn mine off, but it is set on automatic 24/7. You don't have any flexibility in that. So the brightness of the red dot is based on the ambient light in the room. And that way you don't have to worry about adjusting it on your own. And I normally run mine on automatic. Even the Hollisons that I run, I keep them on automatic anyway. so I don't have an issue with this thing being on all the time. Okay, so tighten one side down, then tighten the other side down, or just snug it up is all I'm doing, getting it nice and snug. Now, I don't have, usually these are like 12 to 15 inch-pounds. I don't have a Fat Max wrench that's this small that's going to fit it, so we're just going to do it by hand here, okay? So we're going to put it in, and now we're going to do a little bit here. We're going to jump over here and do a little bit here. I don't normally tighten these down all at once. I go from side to side. Just keep snugging it down. So I felt the bottom on that one. And so this one's already to the bottom. All right, so here we go. Little pull. And a little pull. So I guess you just have to kind of know what 12 to 15 inch-pounds is when you're putting these things on. So I don't want to pull too much here, but I do want to put a little pressure on it. You don't want to damage your optic putting it on. There we are. Not a difficult thing to do, putting it on. Fits the gun really well. We'll let you see it from the top portion here. I'll let you look at it this way so you can see how well it does fit the firearm. Now this XDS comes with sights that are high enough that you can see through the optic and co-witness with your steel sights that come on the gun or your iron sights on the gun. You see the white dot here? I'm able to visually see 3/4 of that white dot. Not 100% of it, but 3/4 of it. It's enough that you can actually use these iron sights through this optic in case something was to happen to your optic. I love the grip on these guns. I just really like what they did with this Mod 2 backstrap safety on this gun. Look how far it sticks out here, and it has this big flared end on it. You don't have any problem grabbing that and depressing that safety when you get a grip on the gun. Springfield makes an excellent gun, an excellent product. I absolutely love these XDs. I have got, I think, 4 of these things now. And I ended up selling one, my XDS in 9mm, the original one, and I wish I had kept it. Be a responsible adult. Don't push your responsibility as an adult off onto a child. Buy gun lots and gun safes. Till next time, folks, take care. I am headed to the range to put some rounds through this thing.